I'm here. Now, I've done a Fang update already, but this is special. This is the 400th video I've done to put on YouTube. Yes, it's the 400th. So, it's the special celebratory Fang update. And what will I discuss? Will I go into detail about the 400 vids I've already put up? The 60 or 70 Fang updates? No! I will tell you a story instead. This is a special story. Once upon a time, in a land that was economically deprived, inefficient, backwards, around the corner, medieval. It was medieval. It was very medieval. It was medieval and mystical. Isn't that funny? Medieval and mystical. And there was this local lord, or some would say robber baron, who, while one day surveying his lands and putting peasants back into their place that was 6 foot under the ground. Unfortunately, he had problems with one who was actually 6'4" and his head stuck out. So they trained their war horses with his head. I know. But there they were, getting the horses to kick the head, which was above 6 foot, around. Well, they didn't really kick it around, they just kicked it as it went past. Suddenly, in the sky, a green comet, green, it was green, come plummeting down into the earth. The Lord, can't remember his name, it doesn't really matter, said to his faithful soldier, robber, servants, aha, we must ride to that. It is a gift from the gods. So they rode off to where the falling star had fallen. And upon arriving, what were they confronted with? It was a large lump of, you're expecting iron or steel, star metal. No, it was green, of course. It was a large lump of snot from the gods. The Lord said, "Ha ha! This is snot from the gods." And his soldier said, "What do we do?" "Lord," he said, "it is obvious, isn't it? With this snot, we shall make magical snot swords." So, they quickly got hankies, and very large hankies, and wrapped lumps of magical snot up, and they took it back, and they presented it to the smith, the weaponsmith. He said to the weaponsmith back at the castle, "Make us magical snot swords," he said. "I've never worked with such material like this." He said, "You do it!" "What's your height?" "Weaponsmith," he said, "I'm 5'6". "Right, we'll bury you 6 foot under if you don't." So, the poor weaponsmith made the swords. Yes, he made swords. He made armour. He made shields. And then after making them, he threw himself into the forge and died a horrible death because he was so ashamed of making snot items. But the Lord did get his sword. He ended up with a shield. He ended up with armor, all made of magical snot. So, nearby in a district, in another principality nearby, there had been calls for mighty foes to come forth and smite a dragon. This lord was always, and it was a big reward, really big. The king had thrown in a bit of money on top. Well, he threw in an awful lot of money on top, like gold and precious jewels. So off they rode. Off they rode, and they thought, yes, with our magical snot armour and magical snot sword, we shall kill the dragon. So off he went with his soldiers, his warriors, and off they did. They went off and confronted the dragon. What happened? The dragon first up laughed and then ate the lot of them. Unfortunately, the swords were useless, of course. I mean, how can you stab someone with a lump of snot? Come on, be real. Unfortunately for the dragon, he developed the cold and died soon after. So, the moral of the story, that's the end. I'm not going to tell you any more. No. Who got the money? Well, the principality kept the money. The king got his money back and that. And that was that. So, now to the moral of the story. The moral of the story is, don't be an idiot and run around making snot swords, because all you're going to do is end up being swallowed by a dragon. You think there should have been a lot more to that? But this is the 400th edition of Fang, so I had to do something. So there you go. Now, this has been the special 400th edition of videos I'll put out. Fang. And what can I say about this? I'm going to light up. As the 400th edition of me putting a vid up on YouTube and annoying the hell out of everyone, I think it was rather special. I think the story had a lot of depth and complexity, and there's a huge subplot and subtextual narrative going on there. No. It's, in other words, this is pretty much like all the other bloody stupid ones I put up. Anyway, this is the 400th one, so keep your head above water. And I'm sorry I put this up. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.